My friend just said she was in Spain. It's her birthday. I have her in my phone as my little blueberry. Because I forgot why. She said some kind of, she sent me some kind of meme about a blueberry that was hilarious. I don't remember what it was entirely. But I met her in Latvia. Actually, I hit on her in Latvia. I was at a cafe and I was hitting on a lot of girls because I wanted to have a girlfriend while I was there, which I achieved. My favorite girl, one of my favorite girls I dated. I don't really like to play favorites, but she was definitely one of the favorite girls that I ever dated. Really happy with her. Not this girl, we didn't date, but we still keep in touch. Anyway, point is, today I'm going to talk about, I put my phone on silent, or did I? Now it's on silent. Although it's going to bother me on my watch if she messages me again. But today I'm going to talk about, what the hell am I going to talk about? I had this thing. So there are some things about life where either way, there's like an opposites, and there's one side and the other side, and no matter which one you pick, they're both just as true. So it doesn't really matter from a truth perspective which one you pick, but one of them is more helpful for you. Jordan Peterson, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe he calls these metaphorical truths, where it's not about truth, but it's about which one is more useful for you. And in this case, there's one idea, kind of like, here's a really good quote. It's not the exact same thing I'm talking about. I'll expand upon it. A really good quote is Henry Ford, I believe it's attributed to, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And that's a really good example of a metaphorical truth. If you say, I can, you'll prove yourself right. If you say, I can't, you'll prove yourself right in a lot of places. And why would you ever, if that's the case, why would you ever decide to think that you can't? If they're both equally true, because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, because if you think you're not able to, you'll prove yourself right, you won't try as hard, you'll fail. Or if you think you can, you'll try harder, ask for more things, ask for more help, and eventually achieve it. Then why not just believe you can? It's kind of obvious what the right choice is here. So when it comes to here, when it comes to the things you want in life, because I talk a lot about building a life you love. That's my purpose, is helping other people build a life that they love. Even after I've built my life I love, I would say halfway, not even halfway. I guess I'm kind of halfway towards the life I love. I'm on my way towards building the life I love. There's a lot of pieces that I'm creating that are going into place, but they're the life that you love. That's what I talk about. It's really, even once I've built it and I'm living it, I still want to help people build a life they love, because that makes me happy. It makes me feel like I'm giving back to the world. So you have these things that you want. Maybe it's some certain kind of relationship, or maybe it's a certain kind of money. Right now I'm talking about relationships and girls a lot, so let's just talk about that. Maybe it's a certain kind of relationship, right? Have that in mind. There's two points of view, two opposite points of view, kind of like think you can, think you can't. One point of view is, I don't have it, I want it, it's my job to get it, it's important for me to go from nothing to having it, right? And that's not bad, actually. That's a useful point of view. It's not the ideal, though, and I'm going to get to it. The ideal is actually an expansion of that, so they're not really opposites. The other idea is, I'm going to get it, it's inevitable, I still have to work hard and do the right things, but more so to take away the blocks to it. It's already mine, right? So there's the idea, so I guess there is an opposite here, a more nuanced opposite. One is it's not mine, and the other is it is mine. In both of them, it's like I have to do hard work, I have to put in effort, I have to think about it, I have to maybe do things I don't want to do in the moment for the long term, right? There's that discipline aspect in both of them, but one aspect is it's not mine, I have to take it, and the other aspect is it is mine, I just have to uncover it. And this one is so powerful. As long as you have, again, it's really important, that baseline of take action, do things towards the goal, have discipline, learn and work at it. Of course, that's important. That's if you don't do that, you're not going to achieve what you want to achieve in life. But do you have it? Sorry, this is the one. Do you have it and you just have to uncover it? Or do you not have it and you have to take it? And having it and having to uncover it when it comes to girls, it's like, it makes everything a lot easier and a lot happier. It gives you a little bit of what do you call it, of clarity, and it also helps you form actions. This is a pretty abstract episode, but it'll still be helpful. It'll help you form actions towards positive things. Like, and give you an example. On a date, a positive thing would be, I want to have fun with her, have a good time, take her home, and have awesome sex, right? A negative point of view would be, I want to avoid, so here's positive, get, avoid, negative is avoid. I want to avoid being used. I want to avoid feeling embarrassed. I want to avoid being disappointed. I want to avoid getting flaked on. And of course, we don't want these things, but at the same time, it's much more constructive for your emotions and for the outcome to be like, what do I want, rather than what do I not want? Because again, if you decide like, I don't want to get flaked on, the easiest way to not get flaked on is to not go on dates. So if your primary, this is why a lot of guys don't go after girls, because they don't want to get rejected. And so they won't hit on girls because their primary motivator is to not get rejected. It's not to have awesome relationships and experiences and sex with women, because if it was, they would be talking to girls. You can have both motivators, but have more of the positive. It's like, a lot of the reason people don't talk to girls is because they want to avoid rejection, and that will not help. You'll get what you want, but that's not really what you want, because you're not getting a good experience with girls, and a lot of sex and a lot of awesome relationships and experiences that make you grow as a man and have a happier life. So, where was I? I've kind of been rambling. Oh yeah, like, you have it. So like, if you operate from the worldview, this is a metaphorical truth, because they're both equally accurate. It's more so a frame you put around how you understand the world, a worldview. If your worldview is, I have it, I still have to work for it, I still have to manifest it, I still have to make it happen with my effort and action, but it's mine, then you're more so taking the obstacles away. It's there, but you're taking the obstacles away. Like, if, for me, for instance, I want to find a girl who's happy to have threesomes with me, then it's like, then I can be like, oh, it's mine. Like, somewhere in Austin, there's my girl, and I don't know it yet, but all I have to do is meet her, and then go on dates, have sex, explain to her what I'm looking for, and then enjoy it, right? And so that's the difference between, like, there's that point of view, and then there's the other point of view, which is, I could be like, well, I don't have it, I might not get it, I still have to work towards it to get it, I have to create it from scratch. And then it's like, well, I don't know if there's a girl in Austin for me. There might be, there might not be. I have to go out and figure out if there is, right? And so I'm going to be going out, I'm going to be a little more nervous, I'm going to be less certain that I'm going to achieve it, I'm going to be less having fun. I'm not just, so in my mind, I would be like, oh, I don't know if this is the girl. Is the girl even here in Austin that I'm going to be dating? Like, there's probably several girls that fit that description that would like me. Like, there's probably like 50 potential girls here in Austin that I could form this relationship with that I want. But if I'm like, I don't know if I'll find them, I just have to go out and try anyway, that's a lot more discouraging, and it would be hard for me to put the effort in necessary to find the girls and screen for the girls that want what I want and want it with me too. But if I'm like, I know she's here, I'll make it happen, it's mine already, I just have to find her, then it's like, well, that's easy. The actions are the same, but the motivation is more consistent. So I hope this helped you out. I have an appointment to go to, so I have to record 2 more episodes and then go to that appointment. But I'm looking forward to helping you guys out. I'm the online dating photography guru, so go ahead and get a free critique from me. You get on a video call with me, and I'll critique your online dating profile. Click the link in the description below and schedule that with me. Also, I have a sorry, I'm thinking about something else. Also, subscribe and hit the bell and see more of me. Goodbye.